greetings and hello and all of those wonderful things. Welcome to Dishonored Part 2. You mean there's downloadable content? One would never know. Hello again. We will dive right in. We're at the Hound's Pits pub. We are still in... Ooh, that was loud, sorry. We are still in the mindset of keeping Emily as pure as possible, not afflicted by the maladies of politics. So, here we go. I do believe I have just finished speaking with the outsider for the first time. Did I read this? Oh, this is a long one. You know what? Even if I read it before. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street gang. You want the chinwag slackjaw? What he was like when he was young before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days before he was boss of the Bottle Street gang. Time was young. Time was young. Time was young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable. Time was young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Time was young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages. It was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. It was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines run by Pendleton or Boyle families. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least we was free. By the time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, especially usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with the plan, give everyone some part to play, and decided on the split. I remember reading this now. Most of us just went along because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coin. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was their age. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as much as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we're all taking in a body show in the theatre house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw, hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our bikes. Working up the next day without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks and Slackjaw buys, actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off it at different angles. Slackjaw's got that thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but when we reach his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw out in the street, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins the shark hook's bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. Slackjaw spins, and the shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Slackjaw holds on to the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hook sunk into Mike the fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that, and using his left hand, but he was a big guy and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going, until finally it was just Mike the fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck it to Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to the other bosses telling them that he was running a brand new crew on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green-Eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb, but apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead, seeming like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market, another slipping and falling into the water out cold. One of the older bosses found in the bed with his belly opened wide and a Tivian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnesworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Ugh. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses, telling him they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-Eyed Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilising his business, real neat-like, calling in favours, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spy Master's snitches, the responsible citizens group they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes, to keep watchful eyes for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He creased a few palms among the shopkeepers and a watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. At first it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick, and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piero. Health elixir or spiritual remedy, they call them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still, where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same thing with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon everybody in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while there were so many people down with the plague, down with the sickness, that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have the coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over and the watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the City Watch, and their taxes and rations. That kept us alive so far. Crowley bodies. Man, I went through like 5 different accents. That's so embarrassing. It's hard to stay with one for me, myself, and I. I'm pretty sure I read that one as well. And what's over here? Yeah. It was beautiful. Psycho. Okay, so I was in bed. I had a visit from what's his face? Okay, activated Bone Charm 0 of 7. I have quite a few to choose from. How should I play? Again, we are going to be doing this as stealthily as possible, so moderate keyhole peeping magnification. Breaking glass sound is moderately reduced. Breath capacity in water increased slightly. Drop assassination gives you a bit of health. Nope. Enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. Nope, we're not planning on getting seen, so why should we have to dodge? Swim speed increased slightly. Power effects slightly improved. White rats can be consumed for mana. White rats won't attack you. Win sword versus sword contests more frequently. Shot whiskey bottles explode with greater intensity. Damage from explosions reduced slightly. So we're going to do keyhole peeping, delicate touch, good lungs, swim speed, powers effects, gutter feast, white rats fades. We have 3 runes. We have blink, which allows us to rapid forward movement for a short distance. We have dark vision. See in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their fields of vision. Representation of the sounds that you make are also visible. Possession. Control human targets. No. Bend time. Slows time for a short duration. Yeah. Devouring swarm. Summons a swarm of rats that would attack others and then disperse after a short duration. Wind blast. Powerful wind that can push or knock down enemies and shatter doors. Vitality. Health regeneration is improved. Health is increased. Build up adrenaline, then trigger brutal melee fatalities. Agility. Jump height is increased and fall damage is reduced. I probably want that. I don't want shadow kill, so let's get this one. I can't get that one. Cost 2 runes. I have 0 runes. Oh, I see what I mean. I see what they mean. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get agility and then maybe possession later on. Okay, cool. And what was the button that I used for... Okay.
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Hi.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Good day, Master Corvo.
Good day. How's it going?
Lydia and I trade chores sometimes, and I'm starting to think I never come out ahead. She's a smart one.
You're a cute one, to be honest. Haha. Gently baked mango is playing Assetto Corsa. What? Bubbling sounds. Admiral Havelock. More like Admiral not have unlock.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
We're counting on you.
Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Okay, bro. You got it, bro, brother, brosif. Let's go talk to the guy with the boat who can't sleep on a normal bed.
Oh, Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista.
Hello,
I work
Callista.
here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Spare Captain Kernow. Sure, bro, I guess. Hey, Samuel.
Just wondering, sir, if you thought about perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
Okay. Piero, where are you?
What can I do for you?
This tack boot upgrades in new equipment. Restores mana. A rune? Of course I will buy a rune. Nothing else looks like anything that I could use. Thanks, I guess. What is this key for? Workshop key.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Brr. Take me to the distillery district. Where is the other stream? There it is. All right, let's go.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Half the city get up, come on, get down with the sickness! Delicious. So despite how big everybody's hands are, how are you liking the story so far? giant hands. Hey, buddies. You're so cute. I'm glad you love it.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is. Good. Coming.
All the others.
Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
That is so terrible. I don't know.
Moving no more.
These people. Oh gosh. So they were throwing body bags into the river or water or whatever.
1, 2, 3,
And they're still doing it. But then they said, I think that one was moving. Which one? The little one. Like, oh my god, that's so bad.
Nasty furry filth. One, two, three, heave!
Yeah. Not cool.
One, two, three,
Good. Keep him coming.
3 of them? Good to know.
Half the city's dead.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Following direct contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
Oh, fuck. Disgusting.
Language. Don't say disgusting.
Sorry, I can't help you.
One,
I don't know this area well.
three,
I literally just stole from you. Why were you asking me, telling me that you can't help me? Like in an apologetic tone. Come on.
What will I do now?
half the block. Better than us. At least some of them have money.
Good. Keep him coming.
How did it pass me by? All the others, down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness.
One, two, three, heave! You're going to...
Good. Keep him coming.
Report any sickness.
One, two, three, heave!
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this...
Sergeant Hayburn, all the Wall of Light components have been delivered to your station, and I expect it to be functional before midnight. You've also been provided with several spare whale oil tanks, should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Please keep your men under control. Captain Kernow.
Continuing crisis. The overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Tampering with security device is punishable by death. Oh, that's a lot of guards.
Nice.
Oh, buddy. Potty break. Be right back. And we return. Hello. I'm really convinced there's something over there that would, like, benefit me. If I can sneak by these guards, I would totally be down.
Good. Keep them coming.
I can feel a great age ending.
1, 2, 3, heave!
I was right. There's a bone charm over there.
They are burning whales.
joke. He!
Watch it!
Bastard!
Oh, plenty of content. Okay. Let's go back and do the thing. So I think what we need to do is super sneak by them, like way down the other way. We're gonna try a few more times over this way.
And the sick ones go into cages and off to the flooded district.
Couple of them didn't look too sick.
Can't take chances. If they even look a little green around the gills, it's off they go.
Good. Keep them coming.
I'll get to the bottom of this.
They saw me, which is sad, because that means I didn't get, like, silent whatever. So if I swam, I'm sure there are piranhas in the water.
One,
Disgusting.
heave!
Language, don't say oh. Bite fish.
Keep them coming.
Sustained rage. 100 gold coins. Excerpt from a longer work translated from Old Serkonan by Anissa Mateo of Serkonos. Hi, fish. I'm kicking butt. Well, thank you. She was shy in the month of hearths, hiding from my scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans to her sailor cousin from Cuyero, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. Darren and Gwen, forever.
One, two, three, heave!
I can feel a great age ending.
I can feel a great age ending too. Oh, the heart tells me where stuff is. Cool.
Good. Keep them coming.
What will I do now?
I took his coins. He's like, yeah, whatever, take them.
Bastard!
Bro, I just wanted to take your stuff, you know?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is that Is that what's her face from the thing with the stuff? Let's have a chat with her.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it.
Hello, Granny? What just happened? Where'd she go? Send us food, not send nudes.
You never listen. If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would, indeed.
Hello?
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband?
Yes?
My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my, my, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Sure.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Let us in, Granny. I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. She's not stupid either. Have it your way. We're here to... Money, Granny. We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She just... Don't let us in. Here you are. Come on, let's...
No, that doesn't count. Okay, I'm just gonna try a couple of different ways about this. I know that there's a specific way, but
Let us in, Granny. I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. She's not stupid either. Have it your way. What was that? Come on, let's get this guy. He's gonna feed you to the rest.
what on earth was that? So I think I have an idea.
Let us in, Granny. I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. What the? Where'd you run off? Here you are. Oh,
Come on, I hit the button. I hit the button. I hit the button. Okay, attempt number 7,000. Choke out the first guy, shoot the second guy, choke out the third guy.
Granny. I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing. You look like garbage. Can't hold your drink. Come on, let's get this guy.
Okay, well, fine.
Let us in, Granny. I bet she can't even hear. Damn it. Where are you? Here you are. Come on, let's get this guy.
Okay, well, all of these methods are not working at all.
Let us in, Granny. I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, Not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money.
We're wasting our time. Wake up, damn it. Oh, I'll fight. Where'd you...
Let's see what that does. Let's see how that goes. Finish them. Jingu, I can't.
I think the little birdies are
Hi,
sad
Jingu.
today. If I would... Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
Oh, Granny. You're so generous.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the right. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that Slackjaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. But they're shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
Oh, buddy. Spread the sickness.
Yes.
Granny wants us to spread the disease. Why is it so freaking dark in here?
Granny, 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 come out with me and dance. Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead.
Hey, rat. Sleep dark. Eighth entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune, since it has fallen on me to care for them. 9th entry. The city watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. they sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my home is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Page missing. 17th entry. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl. I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. It is the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore. Wow! What a painting! What a freaking auditory painting. Travel Journal of a Young Whaler. A Gaffer's Tale Volume 1 or Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold, but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded the ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew, and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. I've read this before. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so, as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. Excuse me, wow. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned. Tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes, but she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. My porpoise. Be right back. Oh my god, we're back? What? How does one even?
Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done.
Yeah, and the inspection fee. We can't help it. Just the way we do things on Bottom Street.
Get past the wall of light. Done. Okay. Dr. Galvani's office. Oh dear. Okay, so real talk for a second. I've been playing this for an hour and I've only been on one mission so far. That's how in-depth these things are. These it's so cool. I love it. But anyway, they're very depthy, yes. Hi, rats. How you doing? Chonky bonkies.
Nice.
Do I have the ability yet? Sustained rage. Your adrenaline takes slightly longer to cool down. Nice. Powers. I have 2 runes. Devouring Swarm, Shadow Kill, Agility. Let's go, Agility!
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
I love how looking through a keyhole with my eye improves my hearing of the conversation.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Oh.
This whole place has gone to the
That's
hounds.
just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague.
Got their Galvani lab key. See sound, hear color. Is that what they call synesthesia? Or aphasia? It's aphasia, right? Not synesthesia. Why did I say synesthesia?
Nice.
What will I do now?
Nice.
Is it synesthesia or aphasia? Hold on. When your brain routes sensory information through multiple unrelated senses, causing you to experience more than one sense simultaneously. Synesthesia! Hey, alright. GG.
Nice.
Oh, doodly 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 doodly. Regular bullet. What is that? Ooh, ow, ow, ow.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again.
Nice.
They are burning whales. The doom of Pandysia has come to the city.
I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle Estate. Of course I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the Academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian red.
The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark.
I love her voice. I freaking love her voice. Excerpt from a travel chronicle by Anton Sokolov. The men I sent out with are good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on the rascally pirate ships spawned in the Sarkonan archipelago. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs, welcoming those who would visit the far continent, as it is called. Just Wogie, hello, greetings, welcome. Oh, another how's it going? I wonder, when has your account been made? March 19, 2022. Oh my gosh. You've been here for almost a year? That's crazy. It's going well. Yeah, but the whole hi, how's it going is kind of not working for me. Sorry, buddy. You're banned. Bye! Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or one would say a flock of small fish that fly over the waves like birds, landing in the hundreds across the deck, pricking any they touched with toxic quills. 2 thrown overboard by gusting demon winds, the quiet Tivian navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Few have crossed the ocean, and the distance to Pandysia is greater than... Few have crossed the oceans, and the distance to Pandysia is greater than most would imagine. Flock of fish. More died climbing the cliffs, and now with but a handful I stand looking across the greatest expanse of land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them, and now their captain is dead too, stung by something that resembled a prairie mole, but reacted with great apoplectic outrage when handled. So it falls on me to lead them. Yeah, Fox loves whenever someone joins the chat and says, "Hi, how's it going?" as opposed to like, "Hey, I just came from some other stream," or whatever. I don't trust it one bit. That's the fourth person I've banned who said, "Hi, how's it going?" The first three people of which, tried to get me to buy something. So that's all I'm saying.
Dice.
More like, bye, how's it going? Ooh! Ooh, this music makes me want to play the other game.
No, stupid goddamn.
I love how the green of the dart is glowing, and you can't see the crossbow, but you can see like the sleeping toxin.
Dice.
Stupid goddamn.
That was embarrassing. The Mountain Dew. Stop whistling, buddy. Way, hey, and up she rises. 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 Early in the morning. Born and raised in Bristol, I spent my formative years in our smaller cities before settling in the magnificent Dunwall. There in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things when the opportunity arose to document my travels to Serkonos, Tivia, and finally Morley. I left my position as a clerk for the late Lord Estermond. Perhaps like so many in Dunwall, I suffer from being excessively cultured. But I found Morley disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I will explain why I found the Festival of Churners to be tiresome, despite the high banners, bare feet, and red robes, and why their renowned jellied ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. That's a good sausage. E. First day, month of wind. 10th, 11th day, 13th, 17th, 20th day, month of wind. Assorted human remains. Strong appetite. 1 bag, Tivian pears, bruised, rotted. Rats uninterested. 1 tin, potted whale meat, eaten. Human torso, No trouble finding corpse parts. No feeding. Aggression increased. Incident of cannibalism. Incident with previous maidservant. Will withhold feeding until first day, month of darkness. Bro! Feeding log! Let's go! Oh, is that a cistern? Oh, that's a pot, a parter pooty. Slackjaw, reward of 2,000 coins for capture or death. The offenses of this man are high crimes under the strictures of the High Overseer, the municipal laws of the city, Watch of Dunwall, and the edicts of our great Lord Regent in these times of peril. Ah, I get chills every time that song starts playing. Ah, it's so good. Skidoosh. They're sleeping so soundly. Excerpt from a work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly becomes the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, and the spade. For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Body. Excerpt from a government protocol on disease practices. Much of public still harbors false beliefs related to plague. It is not true that bile from river crusts will protect against contraction of disease, nor is it true that crushed morley orchids act as remedy, though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in both Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy. Consumption of products before exposure to the plague constitutes only known means of resisting the disease. Further, Abbey of Everyman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to burn 2 hagfish and a cat together, as you're mixing Scottish and Russian together, inhaling vapors while chanting names of plague dead, but it is also considered heresy by overseers and will be met with a full measure of Abbey's laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your ration of elixir daily, preferably in the morning. And report anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. Open the drawer, Richard. Open the door, Richard. So I was in here to go get rat viscera. Sleeping, everybody sleeping.
Yeah, it's nice.
Shiny. No, I don't want to stay in Dr. Galvani's office. Phone call, be right back. And we're back, I think. Hello, everybody. anymore. Oh, there's a lock. So, another be right back. Hello? Hello, hello. Oh, fix that. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, we fixed it. Let's go. All right. So what's the combination for this one? Wait, don't tell me the combination. Tell me how to get the combination. Like, which room do I have to go to get the code? This is, Dr. Galvani's office is safe. Peaceful as possible. Hi, Mob. Foxloves has determined that Emily needs to be saved. And so we are being as peaceful as possible. Everyone's asleep. No one is dead. We have not killed a single person yet during our current save state. Look for a laboratory with a painting of Lady Boyle. Okay. Mob, welcome on in. How are you? Thanks for being here. Thank you for your support. scrawled on the frame once the painting is stolen. Oh, you can steal painting. I've been trying to steal paintings. You are a gift. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's nice.
You can spin the globe. Good, you want murder hobo? Listen, I will go murder hobo after this playthrough, which will be in a couple of months. Probably. Just based on my current progress. Click clack. Boom. Eat that food. Excerpt from a series of interviews with street workers by Ratcatcher Lane. Playing Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Ooh, that's a good one. It also breaks my heart, to be very honest. Like, it tells so much of the story about why the whales are being used. And it's just like, oh, there are so many parallels. Your Played Out of Order is at the third, is like the third installment. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be doing all of it. I'm gonna be doing as much as I can for the everyman. Haha. So. I've got all the games. I just don't have the DLC. Used to be you'd go out with a bag, a stick with a nail in the end, and catch as many rats as you could in the night. The city watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. You didn't play 2, but I think you own it. You have to play 2, and it's because the way that the powers are used by the outsider, it's just, or from the outsider, it's so much more satisfying. You got to do it. Once the plague came, the rats were different, meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times. Down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterwards, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous and the city watch started paying better. But that didn't last long because after a while too many people had been stripped clean trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'd be all over you. Gnawing and trying to chew down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji. So the rats were one thing in Dishonored 1. The blood flies in Dishonored 2. Freaking, I hate mosquitoes. Imagine mosquitoes, but they're called blood flies, and twice as big as a chihuahua. And there are 7 of them at a time. Excerpt from a report on a treatise banned by the Rudshore Trade Council. Little is known of Picotti, credited with his series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling of trade. While he has gifted his views on nonsense and threatened the economic underpinnings of the empire. One enslavement. On the breeding and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beasts in the wild after a natural and free life cycle, Picotti offers no solutions for where these massive, malevolent creatures might be pastured. Do it, mob. Do it, do it, do it, do it. 2. Disillusion. Laments on the destruction of social bonds herd members. Picotti actually uses the term families. 3. Harmony. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is in reality the great and terrible ocean that ever threats to swallow us. Includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brutes. A notion refuted by seamen who return to shore, wide-eyed with tales of the whale's savagery. Disruption. Here Picotti is on his weakest footing, issuing up feverish warnings against the displacement of transference or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. I love how this book is like right next to the place where you go poo-poo pee-pee. Pee-pee poo-poo. great. Excerpt from a natural philosopher's notes. For over a year I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. Do you not keep a book next to the toilet? That's not what I said. I said it's interesting that that's the one that they had. Not that there's not a book. Or there is a book, but that's the book that they had. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species. Perhaps through mites? The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town in the slums exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Pierrot's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague if one consumes enough of the stuff. Consume enough of the stuff. Consume enough of the stuff. Coin! So I've not killed a single rat yet. I've not killed a single person. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to wherever that is.
Nice.
Oh! Oh, look at that! This thing does a thing. Hey! Interview, excerpted interview attached to a formal report by CityWorks Crew 17A. I've been asked to tell the problem, so here it is. It's been every year that we work like men gone mad during the month of nets. I don't hardly see my family. It's bad enough that the works is clogged with trash from the catch, pieces of crates and nets, but the water smells of hagfish guts too. We got to get it done before the month of rain, or you know what. And it ain't like we get help from those pricks in civil engineering either. Been at this job for nigh on 28 years, and I ne'er see one of 'em come below, except to measure will it hold when they go putting up one of their fancy new bridges. So these last 3 years been the worst, and here's why. It's the river crusts. Moved into the works. We hear a man ahead yell and scream like he's burning up. And we all climb up fast. No other choice. Tee? I got a sample of infected rat viscera. Okay, but where in the house is the thing that Foxlove's told me to look for, please? Where's the painting? The Might of Trinan from Bind Operin when vile is the rain. What? Whale philosophy physiology. Somewhere in the laboratory. Is this not the laboratory? Or somewhere else? Like the secret laboratory? Oh no, where's the painting? one's asleep in Dexter's lab. Oh my god. Total? What are you doing? When cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts to strictly of the floors. Please at all costs refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best to keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Regards, Dr. Galvani. Postscript. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. The bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder next week, of course. You can't do that in this American town. US. So this is the laboratory. Where's Jessamine? Where's the photograph of Jessamine? Is that a baby rat? What's in there? What is that? Hello? Is that a baby? Is that a baby? Is that a baby? Oh, it falls out of the jar. Oh, that is so realistic in this 2012 game. So where's Jessamine? It's an abomination, yes, but like where's the freaking photo slash whatever what we're looking for? Oh! Oh, I was not expecting that. Is it not that picture of a lady? Doko? Coco? Doko Coco? Oh, that is a man. Bold of you to assume, my mander. Laboratory. Look at all those butterfly wings. I want that Goliath tile. Sure, this is a Wendy's. Oh my god, look at the body. Hit the floor. Squoosh. Okay, I give up. I give up. Where's the safe? Where do they go to get the safe? Dear Foxgloves, please tell me how I'm how bad I'm doing. But also, what's the code to the safe, please? In Dr. Galvani's. I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much. 451 again? No! No, not 451 was the earlier safe. .451 was the safe before. on the last stream. I'll try to find the painting. Let's try to find the painting.
Nice.
How did you know that? Oh my god, you hacker. So I got 200 coins, but like who? Hi, he do the thing. Like, wah 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 wah. I failed at 2 safes yesterday, and tonight, tomorrow. Rats! I'm not crazy. Crazy. The code is also written on the corner of one of those chalkboards displaying a drawing of a whale. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go look at it for a second. It was not on this floor. Was it upstairs? Which one of the two of you know what song I was referencing? A rubber room. High Overseer Campbell.
Oil on these things doesn't last long enough.
Kind of heard Let It Grow. No, no, no. We got.
Well, is it on?
What's it look like? Blow off, Hayburn. Go on. Toss the damn rat already. Never get through. Let me know if you want to take my...
That's good. It's raining and it's gross. wanted to do, but learned a lot.
Huh?
Nasty furry filth. Did you hear Morris was dragged off by the overseers for some black magic nonsense? You always amuse me.
Cheater? Who's cheating? I'm doing quick saving. Quick saving and quick loading is not cheating, right? Yes, it is. Save's coming. My game, do what you want. Listen, I am save scumming. That's what I do. How else am I gonna like do shit? Stir that pot. I don't save scum when I'm playing Guild Wars. You know why? Because I have to start over the entire quest. Also, be right back. Hello, we return. I've done a lot of thinking while I was away from keyboard. Save scumming does not stop me from being the greatest narrator of all video games dialogue of all time. Haha! Corporal Meadows. About life in general. I don't save scum life. Don't catch me with that. We found the strange rune of the woman who used to sell pastries on the streets. Not sure how she died, but since the thing looks superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers. After your shift is over, take it to them for disposal or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Anyway, full screen. Oh shit. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. Haha. You're the best. Around. Dabba 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 dabba.
This better not be a joke. I'll get to the bottom of this. What?
You can't save scum as well as I can.
Huh?
You gotta do it. You gotta do it fast.
Huh? What the?
Gotta do it fast. Nothing's gonna get you found. Save scumming. Anyway, mob, what's going on? What do you got planned for tomorrow? Well, I work for 10 hours with a 1 hour break over the course of 11 hours. Oh my god.
I will be glad to rest. At the Academy, they cut the flesh of the dead and trap the lightning from the sky.
I freaking love her voice every time I hear it.
Why am I so cold?
Why am I so cold? Huh? Teehee.
The great ships have stopped bringing their hulls.
Crying about that dice game? Fuck someone else.
Yikers, bikers, Mr. Snikers.
What have you done to me? My father had golden hair. My mother, hair like ash.
My brother had hair with hairs?
This city is built on the bones of the great ones.
Whoa?
My father had golden hair. My mother, hair like ash. This city is built on the bones of the great ones.
Me also. Hey, we got it. Hey, yo. Ouch. Alright, my boobs. I think we're done for the night. Thank you, Mob and Foxgloves, for keeping me company. You've been awesome. Have a wonderful night, everybody.